Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden in plain sight within financial filings. Today we're diving into Sphere 3D Corp. Its latest report, and let me tell you, there is some interesting stuff happening behind the scenes. Before we jump in, if you want more of these straightforward breakdowns of complex financial documents, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for those who want to connect with other enthusiasts and ask questions directly, join our Discord community, linked in the description below. Alright, we're looking at a current report that Sphere 3D Corp filed on the 15th of January 2026. Now these reports often signal significant events, and this one highlights a special meeting of shareholders. Think of it as the company's boss, the shareholders, getting together to vote on some pretty important decisions. So what did they vote on? We're talking about three main proposals. The first is about something called a warrant inducement proposal. Now, what does that mean in simple terms? Imagine the company issues special rights or options called warrants to certain people, and they are essentially offering something extra to get those warrants settled or used. This is often done to encourage holders to exercise them, potentially bringing in more cash or dealing with outstanding obligations. The big news here is that the shareholders approved this warrant inducement transaction. Now, let's look at the numbers. They reported 1395651 votes for it. That sounds like a decent chunk, but when you look at the total votes for withheld, broken non-votes, and abstentions, it paints a more complex picture. It is the broken non-votes and abstentions that really jump out, over 10 million by broken non-votes and a whopping 21 million by abstentions. This means a lot of shares, while outstanding, were not actively voted one way or another by the people who hold them through a broker, or simply chose not to participate in the vote. This can sometimes signal a lack of strong conviction from a large portion of the shareholder base, even if the proposal passes. Next up, a name change proposal. Companies sometimes change their names to reflect a new direction, a merger, or simply a rebranding effort. And guess what? The shareholders approved this too. This one had a much clearer for vote with over 10 million votes in favour. The number of votes withheld was around 1.5 million, and importantly, there were 0 broken non-votes for this proposal. This suggests a much stronger consensus among shareholders on the idea of changing the company's name. Along with the warrants, this indicates a period of potential transformation for Sphere 3D. The third proposal was for adjournment. This essentially gives the company permission to postpone the meeting or deal with other business that might come up. And shareholders passed this as well, though the voting numbers here are a bit mixed, with a significant number of broken non-votes and abstentions, just like the first proposal. Now, why is this important? These votes are not just bureaucratic checkboxes, they signal the direction the company is heading. The approval of the warrant inducement could mean new capital is on its way, or that existing financial structures are being reshaped. The name change indicates a potential pivot or a fresh start. This report also mentions a SEDAR filing as an exhibit, which is basically a public filing system in Canada. This suggests the company is keeping its investors updated across different regulatory bodies. So what is the story here? Sphere 3D Corp is clearly going through changes. They've received shareholder approval for key strategic moves, including potentially altering their name, which often signals a new chapter. The warrant proposal passing suggests they are addressing or leveraging their financial instruments, possibly to strengthen their financial position. Looking at this from a strategic viewpoint, a name change and the tidying up of warrants can be a signal of a company trying to position itself more favorably in the market, perhaps to attract new investors or prepare for future growth initiatives. However, the significant number of broken non-votes and abstentions in some of the votes is something to keep an eye on. It could mean a segment of the shareholder base remains disengaged or uncertain about the company's direction, even as others push for change. We need to see how these approvals translate into actual business outcomes. Are they genuinely setting up for success, or is this just a reshuffling of the deck? Overall, Sphere 3D appears to be actively managing its corporate and financial structure. The key risks moving forward will likely involve the execution of whatever these approved changes entail, and whether they can energize the disengaged parts of their shareholder base. The opportunities lie in successful capital raising through the warrants and a revitalized brand identity from the name change. For now, it is a company in motion with its shareholders giving it a directional push. Alright, that is our breakdown of Sphere 3D Corp. Its latest filing, what do you think about these shareholder decisions and what they might mean for the company's future? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe for more direct insights from corporate documents. Also, our Discord server is linked in the description if you want to join the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Decode.